Yes, this is 2010 when there was a call to freeze climate geoengineering projects. Isn't that amazing? In 2010. And when I first started hearing about chemtrails in the sky, this was during the 2000s, and people were talking about it then. And also the document came out of the Air Force owning the weather in 2025, which they want to do. So supposedly nothing is going on, but why would they be having a call to freeze climate geoengineering projects if they weren't already happening? So that's kind of proof that they were and are. But, okay, here's cloud seeding, classic cloud seeding. But, the government, the military or the government does not have to tell anyone if anything like that is going on because it's classified. And they're competing. All these different governments are competing to attack each other with the weather. So there are all these labels for it, like solar radiation management or albedo control or whatever. But it could be for other purposes that are more military. So here's what it says here, and then I just leave the link so you can read it yourself. Okay, the United Nations should impose a moratorium on geoengineering projects such as artificial volcanoes and vast cloud seeding schemes to fight climate change, green groups say. So these have been talked about for a long time, and as you can see in the sky all over the world, it is massive what is going on. Okay, here is ocean fertilization. So I put the link to this in 2010 because it's really pretty interesting. And then I want to show you this one, but okay, this one, geoengineering is no place for corporate profit making, but yes, that's what they're doing. And as you know, or may not know, in 2012, okay, geoengineering could be a money-making opportunity for business. Isn't this horrible? Geoengineering. The destruction of the world is happening. So here is Russell George. He is the one who dumped powdered iron into the ocean off the coast of Canada. He believed that ocean fertilization could become a $100 billion business and hinted to journalist Jeff Goodall that America's biggest coal-burning utility was interested in buying his carbon credits. Oh my gosh, isn't this sad? No one knows what iron fertilization of the ocean would do. So risky. But the reason he could do it is because he's a wealthy businessman and there are no rules. So he just goes and he does it. Rogue, rogue geoengineers like Russ George drive respectable researchers crazy. There are no respectable researchers. Even David Keith he's in a business for it, to do it. Ethical dilemmas. Look at this. The CIA asked me about controlling the climate. This is why we should worry. Well, they have enough scientists on it. Solar radiation management. Okay, albedo modification, formerly known as solar radiation management. They changed the name. They do that sometimes to confuse people. So this is February 17th, 2015. It's no longer called solar radiation management. And something else I want to show you here is this, the Strata Shield. And this guy, Nathan Mervold, formerly Chief Technology Officer at Microsoft. This all goes back to computers and, you know, just the global brain and everything and what they're doing. So the Strata Shield, let me show you that. Okay, here's the Strata Shield. Here's that guy's name again. Explains how to save the planet. This is in 2009. They want to dim the sun. Ah, this is so sad. And you know, in Hong Kong where I live, the global dimming was like 30%. The dimming was 30%, but it has high buildings, so they thought it was because of that reason. But let me show you something else. I'll just show you this. They had a new meeting about climate engineering, Forum for Climate Engineering Assessment, unpacking the social and political implications of climate engineering. They are doing it. Just look up in the sky. Look up. They're doing it. They're doing it in the water. They're doing it in the air. They're going to have blimps that go up there with a hose, and they're going to blast out stuff. You know, they're just making things up now because we know they already have incredible technology to shoot things, squirt things in the air, in the different layers of the stratosphere. So this is a really good article here that is new, and the chair of this group, see, climate intervention, reflecting sunlight to cool Earth, governance initiative, SRMGI, solar radiation management governance initiative, is a woman's name. Her name is Marcia McNutt, and she went to China and had a secret meeting, reflecting sunlight to cool the earth. They wouldn't have 15 years of documents and talking about it if they weren't doing it already. Anyway, Marcia McNutt went to Beijing and had a meeting with the leader of China, and the press was not allowed. So I don't have the see one comment on civil society. I don't have the other articles. I waited too long and I sort of lost them. But Marcia McNutt is she's the editor of Science magazine and knows a lot about this. They're even mapping a moon of Jupiter. She's a geophysicist, and you know, a lot is going on that we don't know. And okay, this is just a few days ago, 9 days ago, 7 days ago, whales dying. 140 whales died, more than that. But you know, the The fish in the sea are going to die. Everything's going to die because the people try to save them, but maybe they can't stand the radar that's driving them insane that the Navy is doing. There's testing going on in the water all the time. Well, let's not be doom and gloom. Let's be hope and expectant joy, because it'll be better. And it's all under control. Poor baby. Oh, it's hard to take, you know, when it's animals and they're so helpless and can't speak, you know. Okay, well, thanks for watching. And what I was going to say about David Keith, maybe it's here. I don't think so, but David Keith is in it for the money too. And David Keith is, he's saying, oh, it's so cheap to spray aerosols in the sky to reflect back the sunlight. It'll cost like one trip a sack of potatoes, something like that. Something crazy like that. And they think it's not going to affect the plants and animals of the earth. And humans, don't forget humans. Well, good riddance, humans. Look at this beautiful shape of this animal. Okay, thanks for watching, and we're all in this together. So, we can't be too hard on each other, you know. And people who are fighting, they shouldn't waste time doing that. Because they might be just like, people doing that might just be like Republicans and Democrats wasting time and distracting people who really want to learn or at least be aware and not be taken advantage of, you know, while you're in and on the reservation that the U.S. government and these people have created. We don't want to go in FEMA camps, you know. Be strong in your faith in case you have to reject the mark and you have to give up your life and die for the sake of Jesus Christ. That could happen. Okay, well, thank you for watching and many blessings. Bye for now.